In the last video, I've already started with naming of organic compounds by IUPAC method. Under that, I told you have to remember the root word. Root word is nothing but the number of carbon atoms present in the parent chain. Prefix, that is nothing but side chain attached to the parent chain. And the suffix. Under suffix, you have got two kinds. One is primary suffix and secondary suffix. Primary suffix is nothing but whether between the carbon atom single bond is present, double bond is present or triple bond is present. Secondary suffix indicates the functional group. Along with this, we have already studied the naming of saturated organic compound which contains one prefix. Naming of saturated organic compound with one prefix, that is one side chain. In this video, we will be studying the naming of saturated organic compound with the same side chain or with the same prefix. So for this, you need to know the third rule, that is nothing but lowest sum rule, that is nothing but LSR. So according to the rule, remember, if sum of the locanes is equal, that is nothing but equivalent, then number the parent chain from any side. If the sum of the locanes is not equal, that is non-equivalent, then follow LSR. So I have taken the example here. You have got the example CH3, CH, where Cl is attached, CH2, CH, Cl is attached, and CH3. According to the first rule, you have to select the parent chain. So I am going to select the parent chain now. Parent chain is selected. So I am going to take the second example along with the first example to show the difference between the side chains attached. So I am going to select the parent chain here. Now you have got two prefix, two chloro group, and here also two chloro groups attached. Now the numbering is little difficult in this case. If there is one prefix attached, you could have numbered according to the second rule, that is nothing but the locane should get the lowest numbering. But here it is little difficult. Because of that, you have to follow lowest sum rule, that is nothing but LSR. Now number it from both the side, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 here, and go from the right side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what you have to do is, you have to take the sum of the locant. So this is the carbon where chlorine is attached, and this is the carbon where chlorine is attached. Here also, this is the carbon where chlorine is attached, and this is the carbon where chlorine is attached. Now you have to take the total, 2 plus 4, so it is 6, and here 2 plus 4, it is 6. So both the totals are equal. So here also, if you number it from left side, the total is 6. If you number it from right side, the total, whatever the locane total you get, it is 6. That means here it is equal. So you call it as equivalent. In this case, you can number it from any side. So remember, when the totals are equal, you can number it from any side. Let me take the second example now. I'm going to number it from left side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Let me take the total of this side, that is right. So it is 3 plus 4. So here it is 3 plus 4, so it is 7. And if I go from this side, so here it is 2 plus 3, so it is 5. Now look into the total. Total, when you number it from left side, the total of the locant, 2 plus 3, it is 5. When you number it from right side, the total is 3 plus 4, so it is 7. Whether the total is same, the total is not same. That means here it is non-equivalent. When it is non-equivalent, we are going to follow lowest sum rule. Remember, we are going to follow lowest sum rule. That means whichever the total is less, from that side we are going to number it. That means we are not going to number it from right side. This side we are not going to. We are going to number it from left side. That is the blue side, whatever I have marked, you are going to number it. You are not going to number it from the pink side because the total is more compared to the other. When you name it, I'll go to the first compound now. That is example 1 I'll take up. I told you when it is equivalent, you can number it from any side. Now, you have got 2 chloros. When there is 1 chloro, directly you will write the number and just write chloro. Now, when there is 2 chloro, here it is number first, you have to write the number 2, comma. It is the same prefix. So, together you can write 2, 4, 2, 4. Since 2 chloros are there, we are going to use the word di. We are going to use the word di. When 3 chloros are there, we are going to use the word tri, T-R-I, tri. 2, 4, di. It is chloro. It is chloro. Is there any other prefix here? There is no other prefix here. So it is 2, 4, dichloro. Next come to the root word. First prefix we have to write. Next we have to write the root word. So what's the root word? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is pent. So it is pent. Next we have to go to the primary suffix. Primary suffix is nothing but whether it is saturated or unsaturated. So completely the parent chain is made up of single bond. So we are going to write 2, 4 dichloropentane. Let me go to the second example here. Second example. We are not going to number it from the right side. We are going to number it from the left side. So the numbering will be 2, 3. So the numbering will be 2, 3. Dichloropentane. The only difference here, see, it is 2, same, it's same. Here it is 4 and here it is 3. So you have to be very careful when they give you the side chain, which one is same. So here we have to follow lowest sum rule. Let me take up the second example now. First select the parent chain. So I'm going to select the parent chain. However you want, you can select the parent chain. So I'm going to select the parent chain. After selecting the parent chain, look into the prefix. So this is the prefix and this is the prefix, that is methyl group. This is nothing but methyl group. This is also methyl and this is also methyl group. So you have to do the numbering. So I'll do the numbering from left side. 1, 2, 3 and 4. I've done the numbering. So here 1, 2, 3 and 4. I've done the numbering. So now you have to total it. So at the top, if you total it, it is 2 plus 3. So it is 2 plus 3, it is 5. From right side, if you total it, it is 2 plus 3. So it is 5. So it is equivalent. So it is equal. That means you have to, means you can number it from any side. No need to follow lowest sum rule. No need to follow. You can number it from any side. When you name it, it is 2, 3. Because in the second position also methyl is present. In the third position also methyl is present. So it is 2, 3 dimethyl. Dimethyl. You have to use this word. If you don't use this di, you're going to miss marks. 2, 3 dimethyl. So what's the like whatever the root word 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is but. Single bond, single bond, single bond. So it is butane. So it is 2, 3 dimethyl butane. Let me go to the third example now. Third example, I'm going to select the parent chain. Parent chain is selected now. So you have to number it now. So I'll go from the left side 1, 2, 3. Right side I'll go 1, 2, 3 now. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Here you see to the same locant. If you see here, bromo, that is bromine atom, is attached to the same carbon atom. It is attached to the same carbon atom. That means it's second position. It's a second position. But when you number it, you can like numbering any side you can do it. So when you number it, it is 2, 2. It is 2, 2. You can't simply write only 1, 2. You can't simply write only 1, 2. 2, 2 dibromo. It is 2, 2 dibromo. So 1, 2, 3. So it is propane. 2, 2 dibromo propane. Let me go to the next example now. I've selected the parent chain. So numbering is done. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this side 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have to know from which side you have to number it. Here you can follow lowest sum rule. You can follow. So here, if you number it from this side, second position, iodine is attached. So you can't simply take only 2. It is 2 plus 2 because to the second position, this iodo is also, this iodo is attached as well as this iodo is attached. So it is total as 4. If you go from the other side, that is whatever the blue color I have written, so it is 3 plus 3, so it is total 6. Whether it is equal, it's not equal, that is nothing but it is non-equivalent. Non-equivalent means we have to follow lowest sum rule. We are going to number it from this side, not this side. So what's the numbering? Means whatever the naming we are going to give us 2, 2 diiodo 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is butane. I think this is clear. You have to know how to name it. When two same prefixes are given, you have to follow lowest sum rule. Next one, naming of saturated organic compound with different prefixes. The second example, we studied naming of saturated organic compound with the same prefix, but here we will be starting with different prefix. We have to follow the next rule, that is, if different prefixes are attached, if different prefixes are present, if the total is equivalent, I told you like how to total it, the locant you have to total it. The first thing, alphabetical order numbering. You have to number it according to the alphabetical order. That is chloro and bromo, if it comes, bromo gets the first preference. Alphabetical order naming. Naming will come according to the alphabetical order. If the total is non-equivalent, follow LSR. That is, you have to follow lowest sum rule and alphabetical order naming. So when you do the examples, you will get to know the rule, that is with different prefixes. Here, the first example I have taken as CH3, CH, Cl, CH2, CH, Br, CH3. So here, you have got two different prefixes. Before that, select the parent chain. I'm going to select the parent chain. I've selected the parent chain. You have got chloro, as well as here you have got bromo. Okay. Now, first you number it. Number it from both the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you number it from this side, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now, total the locates. Chloro is attached to this carbon and bromo is attached to this carbon. So, it is 2 plus 4 and here it is 2 plus 4. So, here it is 2 plus 4. So, it is 6. Here it is 2 plus 4. It is 6. So, the total is equal. That means it is equivalent. When it is equivalent, numbering, you have to go according to the alphabetical order. Remember, when the total is equal, the numbering should go according to the alphabetical order. Alphabetical order means here B comes first compared to C. In the alphabetical order, B comes first. Next comes C. That means this bromo gets the least numbering when you compare that with chloro. Like if you take up the example, in the place of bromo, if iodo was there, I comes after chloro. That means chloro gets the least position compared to iodo. In that way, you have to number it. That means you're going to number it from this side, not from the left side. So naming, whatever the organic compound naming, what you do, it goes according to the alphabetical order. So remember, naming also is according to the alphabetical order. That means it is 2 bromo, 4 chloro. You can't write 2, 4 dibromochloro, whatever, you can't write it. Both are different prefixes. So it is 2 bromo, 4 chloro. Next is, you have to write the root word 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is pentane. So it is 2 bromo, 4 chloro, pentane. Let's go to the second example. Select the parent chain. Now number it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number it from this side 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Total the locant, it is 2 plus 3, it is 5, and here it is 3 plus 4, it is 3 plus 4, it is 7. 3 plus 4, it is 7. Whether the total is equal, the total is not equal, so you call it as non-equivalent. When it is non-equivalent, you have to follow what? You have to follow lowest sum rule. That means whichever the sum is rule, from that side you are going to number it. That means we are going to number it from the left side, not from the right side. I think it's clear. When it is non-equivalent, follow LSR. And the naming will go according to the first, whatever you have studied in the first example, that is alphabetical order naming. So naming, remember, whether it is equivalent or non-equivalent, we go according to the alphabetical order. So alphabetical order, B comes first. So it is 3-bromo, and it is 2-chloro-pentane. Next example. Iodo is present and chloro is present. I'm going to select the parent chain. Parent chain is selected. Iodo is there and chloro is there. So first decide which one comes alphabetical order. So chloro comes alphabetical order first. So select, first number it 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And when you number it 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this is the locant number. So it is 2 plus 3. So it is 5. And here it is 3 plus 4. It is 7. Whether it is equal, it's not equal, so it is non-equivalent. When it is non-equivalent, you have to follow lowest sum rule. Lowest sum rule means this sum is less, so we are going to number it from your left side, not from your right side. When you name it, it goes according to the alphabetical order. That means it is 3-chloro and it is 2-iodo-pentane. It is 3-chloro, 2-iodo-pentane. Let's go to the next example. Select the parent chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4 here. 1, 2, 3 and 4 here. It is 2 plus 3, the total is 5. 2 plus 3, the total is 5. That means it is equivalent. When it is equivalent, you can number it from any side. Sorry. You can't number it from any side. When it is equivalent, you have to go according to the alphabetical order. Alphabetical order, chloro comes first, next comes iodo. That means this locant, the carbon to which chloro is attached, should get the lowest numbering. That means we go from the right side, not from the left side. So naming is also according to the alphabetical order. So it is 2-chloro, 3-iodo-butane. Next is naming of unsaturated organic compound. That is nothing but if there is a double bond or triple bond, how we are going to name it. So here also that we have got a rule. This is rule number 5 actually. So select double or triple bond and make it a parent chain. If there is a double bond or triple bond in the organic compound, we have to select that also. When double bond or triple bond is there along with a prefix like chloro, bromo, iodo, methyl or ethyl, give lowest numbering to the double bond or triple bond carbon atom. So let us go with the examples now. The first example, CH2 double bond CH, single bond CH3. Select the parent chain. I'm going to select the parent chain. You can't select only so much and keep the CH3 as your side chain. There is a continuity. Carbon bond, carbon bond, carbon. There is a continuity, so you can't take this CH3 as your side chain. So now we have selected the parent chain. So according to the rule, the double bond or triple bond carbon atom gets the lowest numbering. That means you have to number it from this side. If you number it from this side, it gets the second position. If you number it from this side, it gets the first position. 2, 3. So here, when you name it, you know that first always prefix comes, followed by root word, followed by primary suffix and secondary suffix. Here there is no secondary suffix, so let us not worry about the secondary suffix. Let's go with prefix now. Is there any prefix side chain attached? There is no prefix here. So what's the root word here? 1, 2, 3. So it is prop. Root word is prop. Now you have to indicate to which position this double bond is attached. So double bond is between 1 and 2. So between 1 and 2, which one is low you have to see. Which one is low now? 1 is low. So you can't indicate 1, 2 you can't indicate, or else you can't indicate 2. Between 1 and 2, which one is low, you have to see. So between 1 and 2, 1 is low, so 1 ene. When it is 1, you can simply write propene also. Instead of indicating 1, you can simply write propene. The second one is CH3, CH, Cl is attached, CH, double bond, CH2. Now select the parent chain. So selection is like this. You have to include the double bond also along with the parent chain. Now, if this double bond was not there, if it was a single bond, from which way you would have selected the parent chain. That means numbering you would have done. Numbering you would have done from this side, that is left side, because this chloro should get the lowest numbering. But now you have got a double bond. When double bond is there and when chloro, bromo, iodo, methyl, ethyl, that is nothing but prefix is there, the preference is given for the double bond or the triple bond. So that means this carbon atom should get the lowest numbering. That means you will go from this side. The numbering will go from this side. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4 now. Don't take a chance of numbering it from this side because already double bond is there. So it's clear the double bond should get the lowest numbering. But when you name it, you have to follow the rule. That is, first comes the prefix. So what's the prefix now? It is 3 chloro, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is bute. So where the double bond is present between 1 and 2. So which one is low there? 1 is low. So if you want, you can write 1 or simply you can write it as butene. So it is 3 chloro, bute 1 ene or butene. Let's go to the next example. Select the parent chain. Parent chain is selected now. Now numbering should be done. Of course, it's clear. Double bond is this side. So you have to number it from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. So how do you name it? Naming will go according to the order, that is prefix 3, 3. Because to this carbon, 2 bromo is attached. So it is 3, 3 dibromo. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is bute, ene or 1 ene. Any of you want, you can write it. The next example 4. Here we have got 2 double bonds. This is same like if 2 chloros are there, 2 bromos are there. How you do it? In the same way, 2 double bonds are there. Select the parent chain. Here also you have to look into whether it is equivalent or non-equivalent. So I'll just give the example. How do you do it? So 1, 2, 3, 4. If you number it from this side, 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking at this, you can make out easily it is equivalent because double bond is present, the first carbon atom, double bond is present to the first carbon atom. So it will be of course equivalent. Anyhow, I'll teach you the method. So here, if you go from the left side, 1 and 2, so which one is low there? 1 is low. So 3 and 4, which one is low? 3 is low. So it is 1 plus 3, so it is 4. If you now go from this side, 1 is low, here it is 3, so it is 1 plus 3, so it is 4. So it is equivalent. It is equivalent. When it is equivalent, you can number it from any side. So it is So first, you have to look into the prefix. There is no prefix here. You have to go to the root word. What's the root word? Bute. Next, double bond is present between 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Same how you number the chloro, bromo, iodo, that groups. Same like that, you are going to number it here. So 1 and 3. So double bond is present between 1 and 2. So you are going to select 1. Double bond is present between 3 and 4. So you are going to select 3. So it is 1, 3 di. This word when 2 double bonds are there. Like how you use dichloro, dibromo, diiodo. Same like that, di. Ene. So it is bute 1, 3 di-ene. This is how you are going to name it. Example 5. Select the parent chain. Now 2 double bonds are there. You have to see whether it is equivalent or non-equivalent. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And from the side, if you number it, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So here, whatever the total, it is 2 plus 4. So it is 6. And here, if you take up, it is 1 plus 3. It is 1 plus 3. So it is 4. So the whatever the total is non-equivalent. It is non-equivalent. When it is non-equivalent, you know that you have to follow lowest sum rule. So lowest sum rule means you have to go from the right side, not from the left side. So the naming will be pent 1,3 diene. 1,3 diene. Sixth example. Your triple bond is present. Select the parent chain. Same method, whatever you have used for double bond, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here it is but 1-ine, or else you can simply write it as butene. In this, select the parent chain. I told you double or triple bond should get the lowest numbering. So you have to number it from this side. This bromo doesn't get the lowest numbering because your triple bond is present. If triple bond was not there, this carbon would have got the lowest numbering. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So here the naming will be 4 bromo. So pent. So the numbering is between 2 and 3. So which one is lowest there? 2 is lowest. 2-ine. 4 bromo pent 2-ine. It's compulsory that you have to mention 2 here. If it was 1, it was fine. But here you have to mention 2, 3, whatever it comes, you have to mention. Next one. Select the parent chain. Look here. If you number it from this side, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you number it from this side, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, both the side if you number it, second position, it is attached between, means the triple bond is between 2 and 3. Here also it is between 2 and 3. Okay, any side you mention, any side you number it, the triple bond gets the position second. So in that case, you have to look into the next one, that is nothing but prefix you have to look into. Prefix is attached to the side chain, prefix is attached to the terminal part here. Whether you are going to number it from the left side, if you number it from the left side, it gets the numbering 4. If you number it from the right side, it gets the numbering 1. So which one is better? So in this case, however, first you have to look into the triple bond. Triple bond, any side you number it, it gets the same numbering. It gets the numbering 2. So don't bother about the triple bond now, because anyhow it gets the second position. Now look into the prefix. Now prefix gets the lowest numbering if you number it from right side, not from the left side. So how do you name it now? 1-iodo. If you want, you can write 1, or else simply you can write iodo. 1-iodo but 2-ine. 1-iodo but 2-ine. In the case when double bond is also there, triple bond is also there in a compound. This is simple like where chloro-bromo is there or chloro-iodo is there. Two different prefixes are there. So first select the parent chain. This is very simple. This is ene and this is ine. Whatever you have done previous when two different prefixes are there, same thing you are going to do here. So E comes first according to the alphabetical order. Next comes Y. First see whether it is equal or non-equivalent. If the total is equivalent, what you are going to do? You are going to give preference for the, means you are going to go according to the alphabetical order naming. So here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you number it from the side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So look into the total, 1 plus 4 here. So here if you look into the total, 1 plus 4, 1 plus 4. So it is 5, here also 5, so it's equal. When it is equal, I told you the numbering will be according to the alphabetical order. That means this double bond E gets the preference. So you're going to number it from this side, not from this side. And the naming also, it will be according to the alphabetical order. That means E gets the first preference, next Y gets. That means pent 1-ene and your 4-ine. Pent 1-ene and 4-ine. Let me go to the second example. I've selected the parent chain. Number it. When you number it, so here the numbering will be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 here. And here the numbering will be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So the total, whatever the total you do it. So here it is 2 plus 4. Here it is 2 plus 4, it is 6. Here if you total, it is 1 plus 3. Here it is 1 plus 3, so it is 4. So the total is not equal, so it is non-equivalent. When it is non-equivalent, I told you follow lowest sum rule. Whichever the total is low, from that side you number it. That means we are going to number it from this side, not from this side. But the naming will be according to what? But the naming will be according to the alphabetical order. That means it is pent 3 in 1 ein. It is pent 3 in this alphabetical order, pent in 1 ein.